Hi, today I'm going to discuss the systems development lifecycle and e-commerce. Hopefully by the end of this presentation, you will learn a little bit about these topics and how they are connected to your life. So let's get started. Basically, the systems development lifecycle is all of the steps used in creating an information system project. There are 5 steps in the cycle. First, there is analysis, in which the developers determine what they intend to build out of the program. This step of the cycle helps to determine the goal of the project and assess the requirements that are needed out of the system. The second step in the cycle is the designing aspect, which focuses on the planning aspect of the project. During this, the plan will be written out in detail and will discuss the particular design of the program, from screen layouts to examples of coding. Models of the finished project will be built so that at the end of this phase, there will be a clear-cut path of the direction that the project is going to take. The third step involves real coding and should be relatively simple if step 2 is planned well. The fourth step involves testing the project with a test group and determining the next plan of action that needs to be taken, whether that is fixing the product to remove errors or modifying the system itself in regards to the testing reports. Finally, step 5 is all about maintenance. The program should be up and running now in this phase. All that is needed to do is maintain and improve upon the original design. Although these are the basic stages in the systems development lifecycle, there are many different models, one of which is the waterfall. This was a once popular method which features each stage's end result waterfalling into the next one. However, this is no longer often used. Instead, today many businesses use the synchronize and stabilize method created by Harvard professor David Yoffie and MIT professor Michael Cusumano. In this method, it combines both the spiral method, which stresses the importance of going through the stages multiple times, with technology to oversee the entire structure of the development, from start to finish, with many teams working in tandem. One example of something that could use the systems development lifecycle is the creation of a Google site, which I am actually using in another project for this ITM class. Now, let's move on to the second topic of e-commerce. E-commerce, which stands for electronic commerce, denotes the sale or trade of anything over a network. Everything from electronic fund transfers to data collection systems are all part of e-commerce. For example, every time a person buys something off of eBay, he or she is making a purchase over the internet, a network, and is exchanging money for a product with the producer, who, through the act of selling, is also participating in electronic commerce. Businesses create what are called electronic storefronts when they do business online. One such business is Target, which has amassed massive profits by selling online in addition to its physical stores. Not only can businesses benefit by increased sales revenue, but they can also be more efficient by selling online, since they do not have to pay the extravagant price of building a brick-and-mortar store. E-commerce can be very beneficial to customers as well, since it allows for more competition between retailers, causing businesses to lower prices. Additionally, customers have the option of buying products anytime they want, as the internet never closes. Furthermore, buyers are often able to buy products that are not always carried in stores, or that a particular store may be out of. However, there are some downsides to e-commerce. There is little customer service if a customer has a problem, and there is no availability to see the product for what it really is before buying. pictures can be deceiving. Moreover, there is no possibility for instant gratification, since a person cannot order a product and immediately have it in his or her possession, which in some cases might actually be a good thing because it gives the customer time to decide whether he or she really actually needs that product. So let's review. The systems development lifecycle has 5 steps. These are very basic steps, but they're the most basic and simplistic major steps of the cycle. They include analysis, design, coding, testing, and maintenance. E-commerce is the sale or trade over a network and will be and is growing. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and hopefully you have learned a little bit about both of these topics.